No position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to Nashville, Tennessee, First Bank Stadium, home to the Commodores of Vanderbilt. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Auburn Tigers, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Vanderbilt Commodores. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Auburn will kick it off to get things started. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Vanderbilt's offense will have the football first. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent. Both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks. David, this one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names. You know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller. Trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to pass, it's Pavia. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Commodores will line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. So Auburn's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very...
Oh, he's got some space. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. There's a rich tradition of running the football at Auburn from James Brooks, Joe Cribbs, Bo Jackson, Cadillac Williams, Ronnie Brown. They love to find a tough running back to feed the rock.
Such great history, such great lineage of ground and pound and great athletes. And it's just a physical mindset of Auburn. And they're always that team that wants to run the football.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Looking for a gap, it's Alston. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. A strike downfield. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Here's the handoff. He breaks a tackle. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
Sometimes as an offense, you like run plays, and you like running it right into the teeth of the blitz. That's what happened right there. Everybody up front got a hat on a hat, and they were able to crease that defense.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Cobb. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Oh, and he missed it. No good. And after the miss, guys, the score stays right where it is.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to pass. It's Pavia. The short hands. It's Alexander. And good coverage by the defense. Just a short gain. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
And the Commodores will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and look for room. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Caught in the backfield, it's Cobb. They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up of 3. It's 3rd and 7. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. A low line drive and short kick. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. The Commodores with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. On the run, it's Alexander. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. And the Commodores will have it 1st and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
Now the play fake. Fires to the big fella. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Dropping back, it's Pavia. It's on target and complete. He'll go out of bounds at the 18-yard line.
Well, that play was designed for that down and distance, right? You saw how he barely got enough to pick up the first. Really nice job by the play caller there, understanding the situation and what play to dial up.
Quickly complete. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
They're not even trying to do anything.
So now it's 2nd and long. They'll send the back in motion. Just keep slinging it. Got it behind the line. It's Alexander. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They tried that left side, but the defense was very disciplined and shut it down for no gain.
And you could see a great job by the defense understanding when the back slipped out to the left, they expanded with him, understood where the pass was going, broke on the football, and made a nice tackle in the open field.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. 4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. Trying to get it to the marker. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal from the 8. No problem for the offense there. They just took care of business.
And you practice these situations nowadays, you know you're going to go for it on 4th most of the time. 4th and 1, you feel very confident, you're ready to rock and roll, and they get the 1st down.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Based on that, we can hope to see a little more offensive explosion here in the second quarter as we get ready to get things started. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Running back looking for the end zone to the left. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. Good right down the boulevard. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They're looking for any type of offense to try to get this thing going down 3-0. He leaves it with his back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Singleton. And he's down at the 41. That's a 1st down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the 1st down. And the Tigers have this offense rolling. Using his legs, it's Alston. Brings up 2nd down. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Grabbed over the middle. It's Frazier. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. The Tigers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Oh, he dropped it. He had the pick in his hands and a chance for one of his patented big plays, and he couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. They could tie the game here with a field goal, but instead looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field.
Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Auburn. You know what? Methuselah lived 969 years. He was born and died in the amount of time it took them to walk it down the field and score that touchdown.
And that's just so frustrating. Play after play after play. You line up, you try to do your assignment, and you fail, and they cap it off with a touchdown? Oh, Methuselah.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point makes it 7-3. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. Like, the passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Keep bringing the heat like that, and you can fall in line with the likes of Derek Brown or Nick Fairley.
Man, I still remember that Nick Fairley season where he put the defense on his back. Cam Newton took care of the offense, but he ruled the defense, making big plays.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Commodores send out the punt unit. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. So here comes the Auburn offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. From the gun to give, looking for room. And he runs into a wall, maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. And the incomplete pass had a lot of juice on it.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. And you don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong. But sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Auburn sends out the punting unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Caught behind the line. It's Alexander. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
And the Commodores come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Alexander. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Fight that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He'll pull it on the read. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure that
he lost one down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Commodores will bring the punt team onto the field. Excellent job on the punt. Bounces out of bounds at the 5, and they'll have 95 yards to go in front of them. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle. It's Singleton. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Tigers in the hurry-up. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Timeout, Vanderbilt. Now on 1st down from the 28. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Singleton. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Motion from the back. Wants to throw again. Fires to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Quick completion on the out route. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down? Looking to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Gets the back moving. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Singleton. Just discarding tacklers, punching and grinding his way to the 23. Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Grabbed in the middle. It's Singleton. Touchdown, Auburn! A great catch and run for 6.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
And now they'll try to get the two-point conversion, guys. From the gun, he'll try to throw. And the defense on him, and he will go down. Sacked on the two-point try. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Dropping back, it's Pavia. Trying to get behind the defense. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air on second down. Snagged in the middle. It's Stowers. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's third down now. Finds the tight end. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And the Commodores will punt it away on fourth down. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Sends it back in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. They'll operate out of split backs. They'll go back to the air on second down. Pulls it in. It's Simmons. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Auburn to the line in a hurry. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. This time he's got his man. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. Looking to throw on first down. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there in Nashville, and we've had a lively first half. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at First Bank Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Commodores will kick it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the third. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll go up top on second and short. Wide open downfield. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the tailback. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Give to the back. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on third down expecting him to get the ball again.
On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Touchdown, Tigers. Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or 2, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. But I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
Looking to throw, it's Pavia. Oh, they're after him. Got a man, it's Sherrill. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. And the Commodores decide to punt it away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Now on the return. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. So here comes the Auburn offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Coleman. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. So, Jesse, they're able to connect on the crossing route against the zone. You run that pattern against that coverage. What do you have to keep in mind?
Well, the receiver needs to know where the soft spot is in the defense so he can gear himself down, and the quarterback, Reese, has to play with great timing, because if he's too early or too late on the throw, that might get picked.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige when you've got the playmakers you have offensively. Just keep shucking it.
And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Running the red zone, it's Alston. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
When a running back has had as much success as this guy's had so far, listen, defense has got to cue in. They got to cue in to him. He's priority number 1, number 2, and number 3. That's a good start to maybe turning the...
Touchdown, Tigers! And the punishment has been extended. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're late in the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. The Commodores trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to throw, it's Pavia. Makes the grab. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Yeah, this is simple pitch and catch. Quarterback and wide receiver have done this 4 million times in the offseason. He catches, waits for him to take a couple steps, boom, fires it right on his chest. They can complete this probably with their eyes closed. They've ran this route so many times together.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Commodores line up to punt it away. Takes it on the return. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Looking downfield on first down. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more quarter to played. It might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Looking for a crease, it's Alston. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it and keep getting those stats.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. It's Fields. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll go right back to the run. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. The Tigers have moved it inside the 20. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Grabbed behind the line. It's Cobb. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Hey, on offense, you just got to stay ahead of the sticks, and a big part of that is finding positive production on first down. When you've got this guy in the backfield, there's a lot of ways you can do that. You're going to hand it off to him, but how about dialing up the pass play on first down and just letting him go to work to set up 2nd and short?
Hey, even those balls that are thrown near the line of scrimmage that are going to the running backs and to the tight ends, those small passes can go for big gains. Great job getting the mitts up in the air and deflecting that football.
They'll send the back in motion. Gonna look downfield again. Caught over the middle. It's Coleman. Touchdown, Tigers! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. He has been unstoppable. The ultimate dual threat. Positively Cam-tastic.
Yeah, and that dude was just so incredible to watch, and that's what he's putting on display. He's looking like that. Just whatever he wants to do, it's working, and this Auburn offense is cooking.
Throw to the end zone, picked off.
2-point plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time, he just tried to force it into a tiny window. It ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. The Commodores now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass, it's Pavia. Get it out to the supersonic guy. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior. Makes a play after after the grab. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. And the Commodores with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Got it in the middle at Stowers. And he's wrestled to the ground.
And that RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced and sucked the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was breaking to the inside on the slant.
Gets it to him on the screen. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Oh, better look out! And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting it 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
And you can tell all eyes on this dude. Like, this defense is dialed in. They're going to try to continue to stop the run. You can tell, Palmer, it's the main focus of this defense.
Yeah, when we know with this offense, too, they go how this guy goes, and they've just never been able to really get him into a rhythm in this game. And you have to give the credit to the defense. They've been more physical at the point of attack. They've had a good game plan, and the offense just has not been able to counterpunch.
Trying to keep the drive alive. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. The Commodores pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Used the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. He's got it. Brought down at the 21-yard line, a 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. And the Commodores with the 1st and 10. Out of the gun to give to the back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Trying play action. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
Nice pitch, nice catch, and listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like, we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to, and this offense is struggling, and you're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
Ready to try the point after. Right down the boulevard. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. They're on it, and they get it back for another drive.
Well, they decide to go onside kick, and how about the effort by the kicking team, able to dive on that ball and keep possession?
To throw, it's Pavia. Got him downfield. There he goes to the right. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Commodores!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
On to attempt the try. Bangs it through for an extra point. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. They got it, able to recover the onside kick, and they get the offense right back out there. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Finds his man. It's Hoskins. Quick timeout call by the offense. offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. The Commodores in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They go to the ground. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Quickly to the tight end. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets them up at the 26 with the 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can. Offense in a split backfield.
3rd down coming up.
Motion from the back. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Man, what a great play by the defender there. Big-time players make big plays in big games, and against an outstanding wide receiver one-on-one, he's able to knock the ball away and force an incompletion late in the game with everything on the line.
That'll be enough for a 1st down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. To the line quickly. They'll spike it to save some time. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Scanning the field, it's Pavia. Makes the catch. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Offense will use a timeout with 28 ticks remaining. He's looking to throw. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. And they'll come to the line and try to draw a little bit closer on 3rd and goal. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Vandy.
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
So that touchdown was big, but just as big, this 2-point conversion attempt to try to get it to a 1-possession game. He'll keep it himself. He's not going to make it in, and the decision to go for 2 does not work out. Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Gets the back moving. To the air on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Coleman. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. If there's time to pad the stats. Catch in the middle, it's Coleman. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. Guys, this is a story we see every single year in college football. Ranked teams losing to unranked opponents. Whatever the reasons, it adds to the flavor of a season.
It's so good because we all love the upsets, and then if you're the team that got that ranked win, Jesse, you start to build your resume, start to build some momentum. So this squad got a good win today.
They sure did. They put the rest of college football on alert with that huge win. And for the team losing, they've now got to be able to turn the page. They got to go back, do some soul searching, because they're a much better team than what they showed today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.